Hello everyone, in the Inspire 22 group. This is one of our mobilization videos that I have for you, and this one is going to be all about the calf muscles as well as ankle mobility. And you know, the whole hip, knee, ankle complex in and of itself, a lot of times if you're having issues in one spot, it can be coming from somewhere else in this three joint kind of line. So we want to make sure that our joints along this line are all moving properly and together. And a lot of times what we see is people who have really tight calves, their ankle mobility is decreased, therefore your knees and your hips are compensating. So really important to work on ankle mobility, especially with the movements that we're going to be doing. So a couple different things for you. First, just kind of standard rolling out your calves. And you'll see in other videos that I'm going to do too, that our hips and our IT bands are going to roll out as well. So what you want to do is start up near underneath your knee, if you can see the ball there. I'm going to put a good amount of weight on it, and it's kind of uncomfortable, but at the end of the day it's worth it. So you want to just roll and find that spot right there where it's really tight, and then you want to leave your weight on there for anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute. No, you don't need to do any more than that. And what you're doing, this is called self-myofascial release. So you're breaking down the fascia within the muscle. That's going to allow you to stretch it out, get more mobility back in there. So this is something that I typically do just about every day. And I usually feel it in a similar spot. So you might notice some patterns in your body as well. As well as with this movement, we're doing lots of leg work. You'll notice in every workout that there is leg work. You really want to make sure that we're mobilizing our calves, our ankles, hips. That one feels pretty good. I'm going to do the other side just to be even. And that's how it goes for rolling out your calf muscles. All right, the next thing that we're going to do here, don't mind if Dr. Mel shows up in this video, is just a standard mobilization. So what we're going to do, keep your back leg tucked, like that knee joint. And what we are going to do is have that knee track over these first two, and you're just going to lean into it as far as you can. And then get a little further each time. You can even bounce a little bit. But this is really focused on getting that ankle joint to go forward, and you should feel it stretch all through the calf, which I am right now, which is a good thing. And again, doing this on both sides. Don't need to do it for a super long time. Get our left side here. Just want to feel it stretch it out, which is the goal of this. You can even press and put a little weight into it. Keep that chest up, shoulders back as you're doing this one too. You should feel that open up. Again, doing that rolling first. That's why I put it first in this video. The final thing, and my head might be out of the screen for this, but you can also stretch it out on a chair, on a bench, a box, whatever it is that you have. And what we're going to do, step up. Now be firmly balanced in your other foot, but just allow that heel to come down below the edge of whatever it is you're standing on. You can go straight on, you can turn internal, and then you can also hit the external there too. And again, with this static stretching, it doesn't need to be super long. You can do about a minute with each of these exercises on each side. That's going to be 6 minutes a day. It's going to help you, with your fitness journey and when you're doing this type of movement, being able to move properly. So, I'm feeling pretty good. Like I said, I do this most mornings. And then I got one more thing that I want to show you. All right, the last thing that we're doing here is actually from one of Dr. Mel's colleagues. We're going to call it the ankle alphabet. And it's really important to practice moving our ankles in different ways because they're dynamic joints that need to be taking on resistance from different ways, right? Whether we're an athlete or just walking, a lot of times it's not just always straightforward and backwards, right? So something that I've learned and adopted is sitting upright and straight. I'm going to have that leg straight forward, and then what I'm going to do is make the alphabet with my ankle, capital letters. This is almost a workout in itself, but what you're doing is you're teaching your ankle to move in all planes of motion which is what it is made to do. And, we all know the alphabet, so it's pretty easy. I'm just gonna go up to, you don't gotta do the whole thing, but you might as well. And if you want to be like me, you could even do it backwards. And then you're doing that with both sides. And this is something that, again, it's all about the mobility of that ankle. We know that a lot of issues when it comes to knees and hips actually stems from the ankle originally. So practicing in this way, moving your ankle through all planes of motion. Gotta go to the same letter. I went up to K on the other side. There we go. All right. So that's what I have for you. When it comes to ankles, like I said earlier, really important as it is in line with the hips and the knee, right? So if our ankles are able to move more fluid, the rest of our joints in that line can as well. So.